My name is Riley Kirby, and I will be discussing Poem About My Rights by June Jordan and how it exemplifies womanism to me. What is womanism? So womanism can be classified as the intersectionality between being a woman who is also black. It would be described as a movement focused especially on the conditions and concerns of black women. The women who would be classified as a womanist are African American women who advocate for social change, specifically women of color. This movement emphasizes class, race, and gender. The movement fights for gender equality while highlighting black womanhood. It proves that black women depend on their femininity and culture because those aspects are who they are and they should not be compared or talked down to. So June Jordan's Poem About My Rights, dives deep into this self-narration of her own experiences and how they affect her opinion of herself and view of what being a black woman is. She continues her poem to mention gender. As she is a woman, she can't walk outside without changing or putting on more clothes for protection. She mentions that her father said that she should have been born a boy. So in all aspects of her life, she's now having to think of herself as wrong because she's a woman who is black. This highlight from the poem sheds light on the issue of being a black woman. Not only is society mad at you because you're black, but you're also a woman. Her father says that she should have been born a boy, and Jordan explains that it's really hard not to be perfect. But she also highlights that her father, a black man who is discriminated against, is now discriminating against her. She is now going through double what anyone should go through. Not only is the world full of stereotypes about black people, but even black men would oppress black women. Jordan goes on to mention that she should have lighter skin and straighter hair, but as a whole, she should have just been born a boy. She was being told to be something not even the people in her own home could be. Her father is telling her that she should have lighter hair and that she should have lighter skin and straighter hair, but that she's not perfect. People around her and people in general can be unhappy with themselves and go after others, but the American society really singled out black women because their gender and skin color were not preferable. Through her hardships in the poem, June Jordan sheds light on what it was like and is like to be a black woman in America, and how it is seen to be like everything you are is just wrong. Jordan finds this parallel of being a black woman, and talks about her experience as well as the reality to bring awareness to discrimination. Her poem touched on heavy topics, but they are real and affect people to this day. The reality of not having the perfect skin color or gender is something that should have no effect, but June Jordan and the womanism movement allow for people to become educated and aware of issues that go beyond only gender and only race. Poem About My Rights exposes the truth about how black women in America are treated. Black women face double the struggle because of their gender and skin color. Not only is the problem coming from the outside, but even June June Jordan's father talked down to her. June Jordan used her poem and brought awareness to the reality of being a black woman in America and how you just can't seem to be perfect. In conclusion, June Jordan's Poem About My Rights, exemplifies women to me because she exposes reality of what womanism is trying to prevent. Womanism is trying to solve discrimination against black women from every angle, and Jordan exposes the truths about why it should be stopped. Both are strong and powerful movements that want to bring and discuss womanism and how it is a specific discrimination instead of discriminating against just gender or just race. It comes from the outside and the inside. If you are a black woman, you're not good enough because you're not a man. If you are a black woman, you're also not good enough because you're not white. It is a double struggle. Womanism is a movement that empowers women, and specifically black women. The poem is access for people to understand not only what it's like being a woman and how being a woman is hard, but being a black woman has its challenges. There are many challenges, but they are not things a lot of people face on a daily basis, and black women have hardships created by everyone else. They're born already seen as a mistake or wrong because they don't fit any stereotypical dominant in society. Womanism is a movement that empowers so many women, but is special because it empowers women of color, black women, and it allows for people to understand that there is an intersection between race and gender, because of black women, they prove that there's a connection between discrimination and race and gender. I think that June Jordan's poem highlighted what womanism is trying to prevent and what womanism is trying to bring awareness to. June Jordan has a real experience of what womanism wants to shed light on. June Jordan's message is heartbreaking but real, and it discusses why womanism should be celebrated and appreciated. These are my citations. Thank you.